Okay, you want to talk astrology for a second?
Let's do it.
Okay. So I've been super into zodiac astrology for like the past few months, I would say. And I just became aware of a new angle of philosophy, we could call it, or angle of astrology, and it's called sidereal. And it's supposedly more accurate because it accounts for the planet's wobble and the
Mhm.
current construct of constellations, from what I understand. Zodiac is more fixed. It doesn't account for a wobble of the earth, from what I understand. Now I have gotten a ton of insight on myself from zodiac Western astrology, but just yesterday, this girl sent me this, and I put in my new birth chart, and I'm like, oh, according to this, I'm a Cancer, but according
Mhm.
to zodiac, I'm a Leo. According to Eastern Vedic, I'm also a Cancer, which is interesting. And so it's giving me a new perspective on myself. It's like I really want to embody the Leo energy, right? It feels natural, but the water, the flow, that's Cancer. Cancer's water. So yeah, I'm tapping into these different branches, whatever it is, astrology, personality psychology, human design, Chinese astrology, whatever it is, they're all pointing to the same truth that cannot be said, just like religions are pointing to the same
Right.
truth that cannot be said. So it's just like an approximation of some frequency that's true.
Mm. That hits. That hits. And I also
Dude,
feel like
I was gonna say, me and Danny did this on my podcast.
I
I
watched
would
that podcast.
I mean, if you'd want to, I could like we could go through your chart.
Let's
What do you
run it.
think? You
I'm
want to
down.
do it? You
Did
gonna
we
share?
pull tarot cards last time? We'll go through a
Oh,
chart this time.
I got some on the floor here, so if we need them, now you put it in the field. Should I ask?
Let's run it.
Let's do the astrology. Okay, I can share my screen.
Sweet.
Dude, I mean, this is not quote unquote formally how you do a podcast, right? But I think formality is dying. And this feels fun.
Dude, even the comments on that pod that you did with Danny, like those, that was what people were expressing as well. They're like, this just feels like two friends having a conversation. And I'm just like, I'm just listening in, or,
That's cool. Yeah, I think it'll be like that.
yeah.
Okay, here's mine. I'm giving away my secrets, my codes. Don't. Some people intentionally don't share their astrology charts because they're like, we're gonna
Mm.
do it. Um, I don't really think like that, but
Fear of the darkness, bro. Fear of the darkness.
okay. Do I have your consent to share your astrology chart with the public?
Let's do it.
Okay. Your birthday's what of November?
November 1993.
Okay. Dude, I spent a lot of time on this software.
I don't
November.
see your, are you sharing your screen right now? Or,
Oh no, no,
yeah.
no, no. Let me share it. Good call. Okay. Boom, boom. You got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, the time. Do you know the time?
Yes, I actually do. It's in my Notion. I think it's 9:31 a.m.
Okay. And then the city.
City is Surrey, British Columbia, Canada.
How do you spell Surrey?
Surrey.
This one?
Yep, that's done.
This look right? You want to check this?
November 1993. Yeah, I just checked it. It's 9 a.m. It's 9:31. Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's see
Yep.
what we got here.
Everything looks solid.
Oh my good. Whoa. I've never seen somebody's chart look like this. Usually it crosses. And do I know what this really means? No. It's very interesting. You're probably gonna go very deep into a select portion of fields.
Mm.
That feels true. So what you have over here, Scorpio, which is where your sun is, which we'll go to. Sag is like adventurous spirit, like creative, playful, exploratory, always learning. You have energy here. Capricorn, this explains you very well. Wow, this is almost mind blowing. It explains you very well. Capricorn is like a grounded energy. It's like practical, grounded, orderly, disciplined. Loves doing deep work. I have some Capricorn energy too. Um, and then
Makes sense.
Aquarius, which is your moon, which makes sense. You're interested in from your moon here. Aquarius is a very humanitarian energy. So your moon is your subconscious and your emotions, and like everything you're doing up here, depth,
Mm-hmm.
creation, business. The deep reason behind it is this moon,
Interesting.
which is cool. And it, it makes me feel even deeper. Like this guy's really in integrity, because it's a very fine line in business. Are you really in spiritual integrity? Like, is this
Right.
person for real? And you are for real, my friend. And I knew
Appreciate-
that before. I felt it before. And that's why we're good friends. But like the chart almost confirms it more.
Mm.
You have the most Scorpio energy I've ever seen in my life. It makes a lot of sense. Scorpio is all about like depth and water.
Mm.
And I believe it's called fixed water, is like the trait of it, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, dude, I mean, is there anything you want to know on this? Like, that is anything popping up in your mind right now?
I'm like completely on the unknown right now. Like this is the
Really?
first time I've seen anything like this. So
Oh, get ready, bro. You're gonna start using this a lot more, I think.
so I have like zero idea of even what would make for a good question.
Okay. Well, what question do you want to ask about your life right now?
Mm.
Or about your nature, like who you are?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go with my nature. With respect to the questions, like I can ask anything and then we can kind of, or is there like a certain type of question?
Just try anything, and then we can see if it makes sense based
Yeah.
on
So
something here.
for me, what's the rising is like, I put out a tweet recently where it was like, who you're scared to become is often who you need to become to actualize the next level of growth. And for me, what I'm curious about is what that new version looks like.
The truth is, you already know in some way, but this is astrology, tarot, all of it. It can help make the unconscious conscious.
Right. Yeah. Because I feel something is brewing and something is simmering, but I want to shed more light on that if possible.
Okay. So what I look at here, how old are you? You're 30, 30?
31. 31.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're past your Saturn return. Saturn return happens at about 29,
Okay.
and it's like a shift deeper into the frequency that the planet is in. So Aquarius is more humanitarian, and maybe this is around your shift to like more spiritual stuff.
Mm.
3 years ago, maybe
That
that would
actually
align.
aligns perfectly with when my Twitter went from business content to like more hardcore.
Yeah, Saturn was pushing you towards your karma and your destiny. Really, that's what it was doing.
Dude.
And it probably felt
I love
jarring.
when I hear language like this, by the way. Like I love like the directness and the fucking boldness.
Hey, I've been into this for a bit. I give little astrology readings to my friends in classes, like between class and stuff.
Dude, I
If
love
they're
that.
open, if they're open to it and it feels right, of course. I don't go push it on people, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, this is not truth. This is not dogma. This is a map of what cannot be said. But anyways, you're okay. Here's what I think you have to think about for like evolution of yourself.
Okay.
You're part of fortune, which is the way you're going to make your abundance really and accumulate riches and wealth, which might interest you. I don't know.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You're like, let me zoom in real quick. You're acting like you know what any of this means. No, I'm fucking with you. I'll teach you. I'll teach you. So the part of fortune is the path towards material wealth and abundance. You have it in Cancer. If you want to know what a Cancer is like, look at Danny Miranda. Deeply emotionally nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your North Node, which is where you're karmically evolving to in this lifetime. So you have a South Node that was past lives, and it's whatever is across from Sagittarius, which I can look in a second. And it could be helpful to know that, like what energy are you kind of moving away from
Yeah.
or
That would be cool.
integrating?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look in a second. But Sagittarius as a North Node is like you're evolving towards the archetype of an archer, a traveling archer on a horseback. That's what I think about. So like
Ooh.
you're running around, doing a lot of maybe different things, taking shots, teaching. Sagittarius is like a teaching and student energy. So maybe it's more mobility, maybe it's teaching. I don't know for sure, but these are just like the energies behind it.